CHRW Top 30 Countdown. What's up? It's GOBS, aka Music's boyfriend, taking you through the top 30 hottest and newest albums. Now, we're gonna have to put the countdown on hold because on the line with me is brand new Toronto indie pop artist FREDDIE FUTURE is on the phone. What's going on, man?
Oh, nothing much, man. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. I love the new album. It's really solid. EP, I should say.
It is a visual EP, so it's a 7-track EP, and we have like a lyric video for each song, and they're all kind of moody, vibey, and they all have different colors, and they're really cool. Like, those are all on YouTube right now.
I wanted to ask you about that visual album because first of all, I love it when artists do that, and it's not a new idea, but the concept for yours, is great though. It's really simple,
Thanks,
but it's really compelling visuals.
Actually, to be honest, the whole, like, the mood and the colors and stuff were kind of inspired from the album art. So for each of the first 3 singles, they were kind of like moody red, blues, and yellows and stuff like that. So we just kind of like took the colors from the singles and then kind of, expanded on them for the videos and stuff. And then, I remember one of the, like It Never Happened, the song you just played. I remember going and getting like a goldfish for that video. Remember that was a whole like journey too.
You had to go to the pet store and bring it to the shoot.
Exactly. And I had it in my house for like 2 weeks, and I was like, okay, I'm a goldfish owner now. And then started Googling things on like how to take care of a goldfish properly. I want to do it. Make sure that little guy's happy. And anyway, so
I think maybe you should make the goldfish your mascot. Put it in music videos and stuff. And when you blow up, it'll be the most famous goldfish in the world.
Yeah, that's like the new logo. It's like a goldfish and everything.
There you go.
Start making shirts and no, I actually gifted it. I gave it to someone.
Really?
Who could probably take care of it? Yeah, because you got to put them in a nice tank, and like, I don't want to do all that, so I just I gave it away after a couple weeks.
That's true, and I guess you're probably preparing for the tour life soon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Too much responsibility of fish,
I don't want to go on about the goldfish too much, but I'm curious. Does the fish have a name?
Yes, it is Jeff Goldblum.
I love it.
Nice, right?
Yeah.
Thanks,
Are you a punster, or are you someone who makes puns?
I guess I do. I am now. So yeah.
Well, I guess so, right? You had your album release party at the infamous Drake Hotel in Toronto. How did that go?
Oh, it was great, man. It was like probably better than I could have imagined.
Oh, that's awesome.
We packed the place beyond capacity.
Really?
People holding signs and stuff, and it was like so much love, man. Great.
Yeah, man. I wish I could have been there. What was the highlight of the night? Was that the highlight? Just having the place rammed?
Yeah, just like the signs and stuff was kind of hilarious.
It was like a sporting event.
Yeah, pretty much, man. It was just, and also just kind of people coming up to me after saying, like, a couple guys were like, yeah, we came from the UK and we kind of moved flights down to catch the show. Some people from like New York and stuff, and like I was like, oh, okay, I just thought this was mostly like a lot of my friends and stuff. They're just like, more like kind of global love and stuff, so it was cool.
Yeah, man. Well, I mean, you're already in the 100,000s on Spotify for one of your tunes. So
nice,
yeah. So it's reaching. What I'm curious. What did the signs say? Do you remember any of them?
We love FREDDIE FUTURE, FREDDIE FUTURE rocks, and blah 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 stuff like that.
That's amazing. Are you a lone wolf when it comes to writing and making your tunes, or is FREDDIE FUTURE actually a whole team of people?
Good question. So I made this whole EP with my friend Derek Hoffman. He works at a studio called Fox Sounds in Toronto, and we kind of sat down.
Shouts out to Fox Sounds.
Yeah, and we sat down and we kind of. I actually had brought in a whole bunch of demos, like maybe 18 demos, and we were trying to like work on them, and it just was kind of from a previous project I was working on, and it just didn't really fit this project. So we're just like, I'm just gonna write it all from scratch, and we just kind of sat down and wrote everything together as a duo, and every day we'd kind of like get to the studio, we'd work on like a beat or like a synth part, and then we kind of both sit and kind of work on lyrics and harmonies together, and it was really cool. Like, I think co-writing is amazing, man. I've been doing it like since Making This. I've been like even writing for the next project, the next record and stuff, and like just getting with in groups of different people, and like especially when you have like people with like, such great ideas and stuff. Like, why not like have like 2 or 3 heads are always better than one. So
Yeah, absolutely. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I always say that music is supposed to be a collaborative project. It doesn't matter if it's a solo artist whose, face is on the thing. It's great music comes from minds getting together.
Totally. And in the past, I've written, like hundreds of songs on my own. And, like, just think this way, just like, yeah, even if like an extra person is in the room and they throw like a line out or something.
Yeah, get
like,
another
cool.
opinion to whittle it all down, right?
Totally, man.
You're an indie pop artist coming from Toronto, which now has people repping it like, Drake, The Weeknd, Majid Jordan. These people have all put Toronto on the map. Have you ever put any thought into how much easier it is to be an artist from Toronto now?
Do you think it's easier?
I don't know. Tell me your opinion. Tell me if I'm wrong.
Well, yeah, I don't think you're wrong. I think, Toronto's a really good hub for music, but, there's lots of talented artists kind of across. If we're talking within Canada, like, there's lots of talented artists. I don't know. I think Toronto's a good spot to be in, and I'm really grateful to be making music here, that's for sure. But, there's kind of, talented artists everywhere in the country. But, I love Toronto. I kind of initially, I grew up out west, but, Toronto.
Oh, okay, so you're a West Coaster, and you made your way to the 6?
Yeah, I'm sick. Yeah, I think a lot of people are kind of like, they move here and like from different. That's why I love Toronto, so much diversity and stuff. But I love Toronto. Like, I kind of moved out here for music, but I kind of fell in love with the sense of community and food and culture and art and all that stuff. But yeah, I love, like, there's nowhere else I'd rather be than here for music, for sure.
It really is an amazing city, and I'm talking to you from London, so I hope that none of the local listeners are offended by me saying this, but the rest of Canada is always so salty about how all of the media and news is always talking about Toronto. But in my opinion, but there's so much to talk about.
Oh yeah, no, it's sick.
Yeah.
Well, you guys just had I was just there for the Junos, just attending the Junos.
Oh, you were? That's awesome. Yeah, what a big event that was.
Yeah, it was amazing. Yeah, your city was like lit up, so
totally.
It was great.
Yeah, well, I mean, London is definitely coming up. This city gets cooler and cooler every day.
Oh, for sure.
I wanted to ask you about the subject matter of the EP. A lot of the songs are about relationships ending. And I know that, it's R&B influenced music. Is that just the nature of the genre, or do you tend to write songs when you're in a sad space?
I think it definitely can be the nature of the genre. I think people like connect with kind of relationship topics and kind of heartbreak and stuff. And also, like, I think it's a lot easier to write a sad song than a happy song. I've written a couple happy songs in my day, but as far as writing songs when you're kind of in a darker, like, sad place, I've definitely done lots of that in the past. But now it's like treating it more like kind of just getting up in the morning and just writing and then seeing what comes out, whatever your mood is in. Just as long as you're just kind of inspired by something, like
right.
Just the day and your friends and your family and your circle and your life. And it's not always. I'd rather not, to be honest. I'd rather not have to wait till I'm sad, because then I'm always gonna have to be sad to write good music. So
right. So you just know how to go to that place.
Yeah, you just gotta just find that place when you're writing and dig deep, and hopefully good songs will come out. Sometimes they don't, but I got lucky and stuff with these songs. I think we wrote like 8 and then we picked 7 and then made the whole thing it was really cool. Like, we start in the morning and then by like the end of the day we have the song like written and tracked and like with a scratch vocal at least, and then really like bang these out in like a couple weeks. So it was pretty crazy.
Awesome. And it just flowed. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, man.
Freddie Future, thank you so much for spending a few minutes with me.
Man, it was my pleasure. I just want to say thanks to you for taking the time to chat, and anytime I'd love to come through.
It was my pleasure. All right.